If you're a parent, you know this struggle. It's that daily tug of war, right? The magnetic pull of a screen versus, the messy, wonderful, sometimes frustrating process of learning a new skill. So today, let's dive in and really figure out how we can find a better, healthier balance at home.
I mean, this question just makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Seriously, would Mowgli have ever bothered learning to swing from trees if he could have just watched a YouTube tutorial? It just perfectly frames this modern problem. Are we giving our kids tools that make life so convenient that they miss out on developing real competence?
And this new reality our kids are navigating, well, we're calling it the modern jungle. It's a world just overflowing with digital vines and glowing screens, and it presents a totally new set of challenges for them growing up. And here is the absolute core of the conflict. On one hand, you've got a whole universe of knowledge right at their fingertips. But on the other, there's that timeless, messy, essential process of learning by doing. It's the difference between watching a video on how to climb a rock wall and actually feeling the rough texture of the holds and, yeah, maybe even scraping a knee on the way up. One is passive information, the other is earned wisdom. So this brings us right to the heart of it. It's so tempting to just label screens as good or bad. But the truth is, they're a classic double-edged sword. They offer both incredible promise and some real peril. And let's be fair, the bright side is, well, it's pretty amazing. Screens can be incredible teachers. I mean, apps like Khan Academy can suddenly make algebra click. Platforms like Scratch can teach the fundamentals of coding. And a kid sitting in their living room can virtually explore the Amazon rainforest. That is some powerful stuff. But, of course, there's that other side of the sword. Too much passive watching can easily replace active doing. Every hour spent on a tablet is an hour not spent running around outside. And a WhatsApp emoji, as useful as it is, it just can't replace learning how to read a real human expression across the dinner table. And look at this breakdown. When you see it side by side, it's really striking. It shows the promise of each feature right next to its potential danger. The same screen that offers active learning can just as easily lead to passive consumption. The device that gives us global connection can, at the same time, weaken the social cues we learn face-to-face. For every benefit, there's a hidden cost we just have to be aware of. So, if that's the danger of too much screen time, what's the alternative? Well, let's talk about the incredible, and I think often underrated, power of simply doing. So, what exactly is a skill? Well, the definition is pretty simple. It's an ability you get through practice. And I really want you to notice that last part. A skill isn't something you can just download. It has to be built layer by layer through actual effort and repetition. And this is brilliant because it shows that skill time doesn't have to be some formal, structured class. Not at all. It's the simple, everyday stuff. Building a pillow fort that teaches teamwork and basic engineering. Helping out in the kitchen builds patience and confidence. These are the little moments that actually build character. Oh, I absolutely love this metaphor because just like Daniel-san, kids might not realize that these small, sometimes boring, repetitive tasks are building something profound inside of them. Waxing a car built muscle memory. Making a mess while painting builds creativity and resilience. It's shaping them in ways you can't even see. Okay, so all that theory is great, but what does this actually look like in a busy household? Let's get into a practical guide for parents on how to find that elusive balance. This is the golden question, right? Because we all know that completely banning screens is, well, it's totally unrealistic. This isn't about declaring war on technology. It's about finding a healthy, sustainable harmony that works for your family. So here are 6 really realistic strategies you can try. First, the 60-40 rule. We'll look at that more in just a second. Next, make screen time purposeful. Shift it from passive watching to active creation or learning. Number 3, try a weekly family skill hour. Everybody puts down their devices and learns something new together. 4 is creating screen-free zones, making places like the dinner table and bedrooms sacred spaces for connection. And number 5, this one might be the most important, model the behavior. Our kids see us scrolling, so let's make sure they see us reading a book too. These small shifts, they can make a huge difference. This visual just makes the 60-40 rule so easy to understand. Look, it's not about getting rid of screens. It's about intentionally carving out a big chunk of their free time for those hands-on, character-building activities. Think of it more as a goal, not some rigid mandate you have to enforce every single minute. So as we start to wrap this up, the ultimate goal isn't about perfectly policing every minute of your child's day. That's exhausting. It's really about shifting our whole perspective.
This is just such a powerful way to look at it. Our kids are on an adventure, their own big journey. They absolutely need the sword, the practical, real-world skills to get through challenges. But they also need Gandalf's wisdom, the knowledge to understand the world around them. One without the other leaves them unprepared. Our job is to help them learn how to carry both. And this is the thought I really want to leave you with. At the end of the day, what our kids are going to remember isn't the number of hours they spent on a device. It's the moments of connection, of creativity, of laughter, the moments that actually shaped who they are. Our job is just to help create more of those moments.
That's all for this explainer. Thank you for joining us, and a special thanks to Simplifying Skills for the wonderful insights they shared. We'll see you next time.